kilometers, and it's by far and away the longest straight that we see during the year. You can see in the background the slight banking at turn 13, the right-hander that gets us onto that back straight, and this is the corner where so much of the action happened yesterday, and the SEAT drivers from Target Competition predicting that we'll see yet more action here this morning. 25 to 11 local time here in China. There is Norbert Toth weaving, getting heat into his tyres. There's Pepe Oriola, retired yesterday after contact in the first sequence of corners, the first complex, turns 1, 2, 3 and 4. Somebody hit Pepe from behind, breaking the bodywork, causing a puncture, and he pulled up at the end of just one lap. But Oriola finished on the podium twice in Sepang a fortnight ago, and you'd have to say he's looking for another strong result. One other thing to mention is the success ballast situation. Obviously, nobody carrying success ballast in Sepang. Here, 3 drivers. Stefano Camini carries 30 kilos, thanks to his win in race 1 and his 4th place in race 2. 2 podium positions. Pepe Oriola means that he carries 20 kilos. Jordi Genet, who had a torrid race yesterday, 10 kilos of success ballast, and that is reassessed after every race weekend, so that the drivers that have the best performance over the 2 races will carry success ballast into the next pair of races. So whoever does well here this weekend, I suspect that's going to involve the Hondas, will be carrying ballast as the series heads to Valencia in 3 weeks' time for the start of its European sector. Anyway, the cars lining up on the grid now, 10 laps or 25 minutes. We fit, of course, into the Formula 1 timetable this weekend. The green flag is up, everyone happy, all lining up. There are 15 cars, red lights on, red lights out, and we're away. We're looking for the Hondas to make a start, a strong start, not particularly with the weaving there behind. The SEAT of Pepe Oriola taking to the grass there, but it's the 3 Target Competition cars, 1, 2 and 3, going around turn 1. This double right-hander, turns 1 and 2, and then a quick change of direction. Here we are into the 2 left-handers at 3 and 4. Everybody through cleanly, I think. No, 23, that is René Munich spinning there, having had contact, I'm guessing, from behind. Oriola already looking to pass Michel Nukia in 3rd place. Norbert Toth looking at one of the Audis. That would be Grachev. So Andrea Bellicchi, who was our pole sitter, leads from Stefano Camini, from Michel Nukia. So still Target Competition 1, 2, 3. Pepe Oriola 4th. Franz Engstler 5th, and there you see already scrapping with car number 10, Gianni Morbidelli. Behind Morbidelli, Grachev, then Toth. Looking down the field, already Camini taking a look at Bellicchi. Nukia defending from Oriola. Then it's Engstler. There's Sergei Avanasiev taking a look at Lorenzo Veglia. Jordi Genet there looking at Lorenzo Veglia in the white Engstler Motorsport SEAT Leon. And side by side, that's Pepe Oriola making a move on Michel Nukia for 3rd place. Nukia, though, not giving that up. And also 1 and 2 looking at going at each other. It's Camini making a move on Bellicchi. Camini going through, the lead changing hands then. So it's Camini from Bellicchi. And going into this right-hander at turn 14, it is indeed Pepe Oriola who snatches 3rd. Michel Nukia now 4th. And Morbidelli already, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Morbidelli up into 6th from 10. So they cross the finish line at the start, at the end of lap 1, the start of their 2nd lap. Camini leads from Bellicchi. Pepe Oriola 3rd. Michel Nukia 4th. Franz Engstler 5th. Gianni Morbidelli 6th. Mikhail Grachev 7th. Norbert Toth 8th. Sergei Avanasiev 9th. Lorenzo Veglia 10th. And the expected charge through from Kevin Gleeson, that predicted stronger start, didn't materialise. Gleeson now 11th. René Munich finished 2nd yesterday, is propping up the field. You see there in 15th place behind Igor Shkuz. But Seats hold all four of the top places. And look, Gianni Morbidelli having moved up from 10th to 5th. There's Zhang Tengyi looking at Jordi Genet. Genet himself looking at Kevin Gleeson, who's in 10th currently, who's in 11th, excuse me. Let's take another look at the start then. And yes, a strong start as we expected from Gianni Morbidelli, but I was expecting the other two Hondas of Kevin Gleeson and René Munich to make a stronger start as well. Let's take a look towards the back of the field and let's see if we get any sense of the incident that spun René Munich around. The fencing in the way. Where is Munich in that pack? There he goes. And I'm not even sure that there was contact. I think that was Munich just possibly the back end, just stepping away. This is the two battles, first and second. There's the lead changing hands. That's where Comini goes past Bellicchi and behind Pepe Oriola. Out of shot, just getting past Michel Nukia for third. And there goes Oriola into third. And Gianni Morbidelli having a look at fourth place indeed. Morbidelli getting past Michel Nukia. Seats top three, Morbidelli already up into fourth place. Can he pull it off and take two back-to-back wins? Morbidelli for Honda ahead of Michel Nukia for Seat, with the first of the Audi TTs, Franz Engstler, in fifth place now. They cross the line at the end of lap 2. And Morbidelli already thinking possibly about the man ahead of him, Pepe Oriola. Gleeson and Valia taking a look. Gleeson currently in 11th, Valia in 10th. And looking at the back of the field, René Munich having improved from 15th after that slight spin very early on to 13th now. Igor Shkuz propping up the field. Jordi Genet having not a fantastic weekend in any stretch of the imagination, in 14th place. So Valia then in the white Seat Leon, staying ahead of Kevin Gleeson, so defending his 10th place. That's our leading pack. It's Stefano Comini from Andrea Bellicchi, from Pepe Oriola, from Gianni Morbidelli. And that's the battle going on for 6th, 7th and 8th. Franz Engstler 6th, there he is. Norbert Toth in 7th, Mikhail Grachev, having just lost out, I think, to Sergei Afanasiev. That's the group, and in fact Grachev is nowhere to be seen in the second Audi TT. I keep getting my Audis mixed up, my apologies. There goes Grachev, then it's Toth, then Afanasiev, and then it's Lorenzo Valia in the white Seat at the end of that group, with Kevin Gleeson tucked in behind. But Engstler now, that's where the other Audi was. We weren't seeing him in that battle. Engstler already getting past Michel Nukia. And second place changes hands, and also Gianni Morbidelli taking a look at third. So Pepe Oriola up into second place, and Gianni Morbidelli taking a look at third. But at the bottom of your screens, into the gravel at that little kink turn 15. We'll take a look back at that possibly. So at the end of lap 3, Stefano Comini leads from Pepe Oriola, but it's Andrea Bellicchi now coming under pressure from Gianni Morbidelli. And it's Bellicchi getting up past Pepe Oriola. That second place, sideways action there, possibly contact between the two. Oh, it's Bellicchi past Pepe Oriola for second. Morbidelli breathing down there next. Yellow flags are out. Potentially for that car off into the gravel. Morbidelli attacks Pepe Oriola, going round the outside into the right-hander. Can he make it stick, or has Oriola kept the position? No, indeed. Oriola hangs on to third. So it's Stefano Comini from Andrea Bellicchi, excuse me, Pepe Oriola having just lost third place. to Gianni Morbidelli. So our leaderboard already out of date. Morbidelli moves up into third place, and you have to say that prediction from the target competition team in the paddock, extremely accurate. The strength of the Hondas here at Shanghai, and it's Mikhail Grachev, penalised yesterday for that move on Jordi Genet. Let's take another look at how it happened. Coming down into the right-hander at turn 14. Let's take a look at the Audi. And contact there between Norbert Toth and Grachev. And Grachev off through the gravel and just nudging the tyre wall. So there are our leaders. Comini from Beliki. Then it's Gianni Morbidelli, third place. Then Pepe Oriola, then Franz Enschler. And then Michel Nukia in the third of the target competition, Seats. Morbidelli having a look. I think possibly on this occasion a little bit too far behind. Safely through turn 14. A little kink of turn 15. And then they go up to the final corner. And you see Grachev's car there on the left. So, 4 laps gone. Stefano Comini leads from Andrea Bellicchi, with Gianni Morbidelli in third place, already looking threatening on Bellicchi. Fourth is Pepe Oriola, coming under pressure, possibly from France. Then it's Michel Nukia. Kevin Gleeson, you see then, still way down the order from where he was expecting. Certainly no repeat of his colleague Gianni Morbidelli's pace, and it's Gleeson and Munich running together now. Gleeson in 10th and Munich in 11th, but the hopes of the West Coast Racing team once again on the shoulders of Gianni Morbidelli, massively experienced in everything from karting right up to Formula One. He moves, but isn't quite close enough to make a definitive move on Andrea Bellicchi. Will Stefano Comini become our first 2-time winner of the season, or will it be Gianni Morbidelli, who takes back-to-back victories for the West Coast Racing Honda team? And you've got to say, on yesterday's showing, and already having moved through the field in just 4 laps from 10th on the grid to 3rd place, if you were to lay any money, I would say it would be on the red and white Honda of Morbidelli. There is the team management structure at West Coast Racing. There's Comini, there's Bellicchi, and there's Morbidelli, with Pepe Oriola and Franz Enschler battling for 4th place now. Again, through the heat haze, again only just after 11:15 here. Air temperatures only around 17 degrees, track temperatures of 34, and it's Morbidelli up the inside and has the line for the right-hander at turn 14. So, 2nd place having changed hands, and you'd have to say that the steady progression, the impressive steady progression of Gianni Morbidelli continues from 10th on the grid to 2nd place, with the race not quite yet at its halfway point. Coming up, as they do, to cross the start-finish line at the end of lap 5, it's Stefano Comini who leads for target competition in the Seat Leon. Gianni Morbidelli sent in the Honda Civic for West Coast Racing. Then it's Andrea Bellicchi 3rd, Pepe Oriola 4th, Franz Enschler 5th. Coming under pressure from Michel Nukia, who's in 6th place. Now this is the battle for the lead going into between turns 2 and 3 in that complex known as the Snail, right at the start of the lap. You can also see the change in elevation there. Comini knowing that he's got to defend from a hard-charging Gianni Morbidelli, but exactly what he was telling me in the paddock this morning, looking to be coming true. Gianni Morbidelli takes a look at the outside, and then he moves, just forcing Comini out to the outside line. There he goes. Gianni Morbidelli takes the lead of this. Look at that, contact to the back of Comini's car, and so bodywork rubbing on the rear tyre. A repeat of the incident that befell Pepe Oriola yesterday, although it was the other side of Oriola's car. And so Comini in all sorts of problems with Oriola all over him. Then it's Enschler with Michel Nukia threatening him. But Morbidelli leads Beliki from Camini, from Oriola. Let's take a look at that back. This is the move. Morbidelli up the outside, and then watch the switch. And there's the contact. The lightest of touches on the back of Camini's car, and there you already see the blue smoke from the tyre. So we're looking down the back straight now. Our new race leader, Gianni Morbidelli, from Andrea Beliki, with Stefano Camini now defending from an aggressive move from Pepe Oriola, who moves up the outside in an attempt to take third place away from Camini. He'll have to go the long way round. Camini hangs on, and whatever the problem with the rear bodywork, that seems to have been resolved. So Camini now sorted as we look at the battle between Franz Enschler and Michel Nukia. Enschler currently in 5th, Nukia in 6th, and again the two getting up alongside. You see in the background there Lorenzo Veglia making a move on Sergei Afanasiev. And behind we can also see the Honda of Kevin Gleeson now, tucked up behind Afanasiev, with Lorenzo Veglia on the outside in the white Seat, going up the inside of Gleeson. And yes, makes the move Stexo Veglia, getting past Kevin Gleeson for 8th. And this is Afanasiev ahead of Veglia now. Afanasiev in the Lukoil Craft Bamboo car, Veglia in the Enschler Motorsport Seat Leon. Enschler here running 2 TTs and 1 Leon. And the plan is to move brands later in the season. But for now, a split team, 1 Seat, 2 Audis, and that's the Seat embroiled in that battle. Afanasiev ahead, then it's Veglia, then Gleeson. Then behind Gleeson, it's Norbert Toth, and René Munich taking a look at the outside of Norbert Toth there, but the gap there between Franz Enschler and Michel Nukia looks to have opened up ever so slightly. Now let's take a look at the overtake again. Nicely done by the Italian driver Lorenzo Veglia, just up the inside of Kevin Gleeson, just leaving the door open that little bit too much, and Veglia saying thank you very much, I'll take that. So there's that bunch running together. Afanasiev. So Enschler and Nukia running just a little bit too far, coming off the banking into that long back straight at off turn 13. Nukia tucked in the slipstream behind the Audi as Morbidelli heads down towards the camera. Weaving there, Munich going up the left-hand side of Norbert Toth, but he'll be on the wrong side for the right-hander at turn 14. And a little, but I see bumping and banging there between them, and I think Gleeson caught out on the right-hand side, taking a look at Lorenzo Veglia, determined to take that place back, and Gleeson now on the inside line for the left-hander at turn 16. Indeed, he goes on to the start-finish straight, forces Veglia onto the green carpet, and so Gleeson goes past. So it's now Afanasiev in 7th, Gleeson in 8th, Veglia having slipped to 9th, and Norbert Toth as Nukia takes a look up the inside of Franz Enschler, but no indeed. That's a battle that we'll keep to. And Enschler running wide, Nukia going possibly up the inside, but this is where the snail changes direction. Has Nukia made it stick? Yes, he has. Michel Nukia going round the outside of Franz Enschler. And Morbidelli opening up an advantage now over the 2 target competition cars, Beliki and Camini. There's Nukia in the other target car, having passed Franz Enschler. And as we keep saying, the Audis, the Audi Cup cars that the Enschler Sport team are racing, built by Seat Sport in Barcelona, they are, and Norbert Toth makes a move on René Munich. Morbidelli's got a problem. Morbidelli's slowing, and so it's, for whatever the reason, it's the 2 target competition cars now running 1st and 2nd. Morbidelli having dropped back. There's Oriola, there's Morbidelli. We don't know what the problem was, but Beliki, once again our race leader, from Camini, from Oriola, from Morbidelli, from Nukia, from Enschler. as René Munich comes up the inside of Norbert Toth, who locks up. But no, Munich makes that stick, so Munich moves into 10th, taking the final of the points-winning positions. But we'll see if we can find out the problem for Gianni Morbidelli. Side of our cameras, whatever the problem was, he's running right back up with Oriola. Bodywork coming off Camini's car, but Camini on the trying to go around the outside, forcing his teammate, and he comes up. No, not made it stick. So Beliki from Camini, the 2 centimeters apart. Camini takes a look, Beliki having to defend, and in the background there you see Oriola and Gianni Morbidelli as they cross the finish line at the end of lap 8. The gap between those two, and Morbidelli taking a look at Pepe Oriola. So we've no idea what Morbidelli's problem was, but it looks as though Morbidelli back up into 3rd place as Beliki and Camini go side by side. Beliki still holds off Camini, and this is another battle that will go down to the wire between the 2 teammates. But behind the pair, it is indeed Gianni Morbidelli who's back up into 3rd place, having got past Pepe Oriola. So it's Beliki, 0.2 of a second. That's all there is between himself and his teammate Stefano Camini. Morbidelli now sets back off into pursuit of the 2 Seats, a job that he's already done once. And what can he do in the remaining 2 laps, or lap and 2/3 that we have remaining here at Shanghai? And getting slightly sideways, Stefano Camini. So let's see if we can find out what happened to Gianni Morbidelli, and that's where it happened. Was it missing a gear? No, surely not. It's running slow. His lights went off, so possibly an ignition problem, an electrical problem. But that's where Gianni Morbidelli lost the lead to the 2 Seats, and this is the contact between the 2 target teammates, between Beliki and Camini, and that's at the complex, turns 1, 2 and 3. And there they are. It's Beliki from Camini, Gianni Morbidelli in 3rd, already pulling away from Pepe Oriola, so whatever the problem was has cured itself. Engstler now coming under pressure from Gleeson. Engstler currently 6th, Gleeson 7th, coming down that long back straight, and indeed Gleeson up the inside of Franz Engstler, and so Gleeson will have moved into 6th place, going round turn 14 for this penultimate time. And Gleeson having Michal Nukier ahead. That's also Lorenzo Veglia going around the outside of Sergei Afanasiev. So Lorenzo Veglia moves up from 9th to 8th, and René Munich behind Afanasiev in 10th place. So round onto the start-finish straight for the last but one time. There's our race leader, Andrea Beliki, Stefano Camini behind, the gap having opened up slightly. Gianni Morbidelli now 3rd, Pepe Oriola 4th. Let's look at this little scrap between Veglia, Afanasiev and Munich for 8th, 9th and 10th. The gaps between the trio, with Munich looking at going up the inside, and contact between Munich and Afanasiev. And just as I was saying, oh, and Norbert Toth goes up onto 2 wheels, takes to the grass, damage to the Zengo Motorsport car on that left-hander. The 2 Lukoil Craft Bamboo cars running together. Let's take another look at that. So there is René Munich going up the inside, tapping Sergei Afanasiev into a spin, and the pair losing. And then as René Munich coming back in, not seeing Norbert Toth, who takes to the grass and goes up on 2 wheels, but no lasting damage done. Let's take another look from a different angle. Munich now trying to go on and forces Toth up onto 2 wheels. The 16-year-old coming away relatively unscathed from that. Morbidelli now having this final lap to do something about the 2 men ahead of him. Beliki on course to become our 4th race winner from 4 races. Stefano Camini carrying all that success ballast, remember, in 2nd place. Gianni Morbidelli in 3rd. And that mystery electrical fault that we saw from a couple of laps ago, costing him the chance to take 2 wins from 2 races here in Shanghai. We come down this long back straight for the final time. coming towards us with the yellow door mirrors. It's Andrea Bellicchi, and it's Gianni Morbidelli having squeezed past Stefano Comini at the very last gap. Comini comes back at him though and squeezes back up the inside. So third place changing hands twice in a matter of a couple of 100 meters. Andrea Bellicchi is oblivious to it all. He heads up towards the final left-hander, which gets him back onto the start-finish straight. Stefano Comini will, I think, finish in second. And it is first for Andrea Bellicchi, second Stefano Comini, third Gianni Morbidelli, wow! Fourth Pepe Oriola, fifth Michel Nukia, sixth Kevin Gleeson, seventh Franz Enstler, eighth Lorenzo Veglia, ninth Zhang Tengyi, our Chinese driver, and then it's Jordi Genet who takes the final of the point-scoring positions in 10th place. Wow! What a race and what a final lap! That's touring car racing at its best. A full contact form of motorsport, and boy did you see that in the last lap or two. But Andrea Bellicchi, our congratulations to him. Car 33 takes the target competition team's second win from 4 races, but it's 4 drivers having tasted success. You can see the delight in the cars. He pumps his fist. So Comini, our first race winner. Then it was Jordi Genet, who took the second race in Sepang. Gianni Morbidelli, the first race winner in Shanghai, and now it's Andrea Bellicchi. Wow, congratulations to him. Congratulations to the target competition team on their victory. And you have to wonder what happened to Gianni Morbidelli, who looked to having done all the hard work, but we'll get confirmation of the positions. Andrea Bellicchi, the winning margin 1.2 seconds. Gianni Morbidelli a fraction behind Comini in third, then Pepe Oriola, then Michel Nukia. Kevin Gleeson having recovered to 6th place, then Franz Enstler, Lorenzo Veglia 8th, Zhang Tengyi 9th, and so takes a couple of points away from his home event. Jordi Genet 10th, ahead of Sergei Afanasiev, his teammate. Norbert Toth, who must be wondering where on earth René Munich came from in that little incident in the complex at turns 1, 2, 3 and 4. There is Munich, finished unlucky 13th, no points for René after that great second place finish in race 1. Igor Shkuz 14th, and Grachev, you saw there in the gravel earlier on, our only non-finisher from race 2. So there is our race winner taking his position, and absolutely delighted. Stefano Comini, you might remember from race 1 in Sepang, beckoning the camera over to show the name of his car, Vanessa, written on the roll cage, and the Gumara family from Target Competition offering their congratulations to their driver, and Andrea going over to hug his teammate Stefano. Fantastic, very well done, guys. You can see the emotion in Andrea's eyes. And senior management here from SEAT in Spain offering their support to the TCR International Series, and very keen to see how their cars fared. So, fantastic. There's a happy man, Andrea Bellicchi. The Italians doing particularly well. 3 races. Sorry, what am I talking about? 2 Italians, 1 Swiss. And 1 Spaniard having won so far. But Bellicchi from Italy, Comini from Switzerland, and there is Gianni Morbidelli. And there is Bellicchi on his slowing down lap. Window open to get some fresh air into the car. And his teammate, car 25, you see alongside Stefano Comini. Very well done to the pair of them for giving us such an entertaining and clean race. And they can look at their times on the big screen and what they did. Morbidelli then still leads the Drivers' Championship by just 2 points from Stefano Comini. Bellicchi now up into third with 59 points ahead of Pepe Oriola. Kevin Gleeson moves up into 5th, ahead of Jordi Genet, who must be wondering what on earth happened this weekend. René Munich 7th, Sergei Afanasiev in 8th. There's our podium, which will beckon our 3 drivers and the winning team target competition very shortly.
And in 2nd place from Switzerland, Stefano Camini. And our 4th winner in 4 races, Andrea Bellicchi. And in his honour, we will hear the Italian national anthem. Complimenti Andrea Bellicchi, well done to him. The trophies are presented by Mr. Kevin Wong, the International Marketing Director of the Cali Group. And he presents the trophy to our winner, Andrea Bellicchi. He presents the team trophy to Target Competition, who fielded, of course, the first 2 cars. Well done to their representative. And Mr. Wong presents the trophy to 2nd place driver, Stefano Camini. Well done. And to the 3rd place driver also, Gianni Morbidelli. Well done to him. And there is our podium. And now, the champagne!